观众朋友们，大家好，欢迎收看本期的对话好莱坞，我是主持人蓝天。提到怪奇物语啊，想必大家并不陌生。那今天呢，我们非常的荣幸邀请到了这部Netflix 的爆火热门剧《怪奇物语》当中 Keith 的扮演者 Matty Cardarople.
What's up?
Welcome to our show.
Sorry, I didn't mean to block your shot.
It's totally
Didn't feel
fine.
like
I mean, you
blocked
kind of
you.
messed up my intro, but that's fine. We're just
You've been
freestyling
working
like
on
that.
that all morning,
I
right?
have, man. It took me
Yeah.
so long to memorize
In
that little
traffic.
part. Seriously. So, Matty, why don't you say to our audience?
Hi, how's it going?
I love your energy, Matty, I have
Oh,
to
I
say.
love your energy.
And also, how are you so tall? Like, what did you eat when you were growing up? Like, was it a bunch of beef and milk? And what is it? Tell us,
I
spill
think
the
pizza.
secrets.
I think pizza makes
I wish you were
tall.
pizza.
And,
I should have guessed it.
Probably spinach. Ate a lot of spinach.
Okay, but no
And
milk though.
My uncles were very tall.
Okay.
They're like in their six feet, and they played basketball and stuff.
Oh, wow.
But
So
I wasn't very talented with basketball because I'm very slow and gangly. It's like a
right.
sloth trying to play basketball.
Right. So were you a disgrace to your family since you didn't play
They
basketball,
don't
but
talk
became
to
an
me
actor
anymore.
instead?
Yeah, they don't talk to me.
Oh
They
no.
won't talk to me, yeah.
But you're so much cooler in our
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah.
What was your dream job as a kid, and how did you begin to pursue acting
My
as a career?
first dream was to play baseball for the Boston Red Sox.
Ooh.
And yeah, I really wanted to be a pitcher. And I had like gone to try it. Like I had little league tryouts
Yeah.
when I was a kid, and I failed.
Oh no.
Yeah, I didn't do well, and I think it's because of I don't have very good coordination. Like I'm just slow. Like again, like I'm like a sloth. So a sloth playing baseball.
Oh, there he goes.
There it goes.
Everything is slow-mo,
yeah,
right?
everything's slow-mo.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it just didn't work out. So I failed the tryouts, and my parents took me to see Ace Ventura. I don't know if you've seen that.
No, I haven't.
With Jim Carrey. It's called Ace Ventura Pet Detective, and he plays like this really stupid pet detective.
That was probably before my time.
Yeah, it came out in the 90s. I
Okay.
think it was 1994.
Okay.
If you haven't seen it, it's a great movie. And just watching, like I was so sad that I didn't get into Little League, but I went to this movie and it really cheered me up, and I'd never laughed that hard in my life, and I was like, oh my God, like this is what I want to do. So
yeah, because you were actually pretty sad about not making it into Little
I was
League.
sad,
and then
yeah, and I was
this
also like,
movie just like totally
it was
brightened you
also
up.
like kind of around when my parents got divorced, so I was kind of like a really sad kid,
Yeah.
and that really helped like cheer me up. So
Aw.
yeah, and I saw Jim Carrey, and I was like, he was just like
I
my
love
hero.
Jim Carrey, by the way.
Yeah, he was my hero. So he I made like this collage in my room, like just photos of him, and
Yeah.
sat there and prayed. No, I'm kidding.
Pray to the
Yeah.
acting god, right?
Yeah, exactly. He
Please
was
accept
like
me.
I mean, to me at that age, he was like a god. Like he was like the definition of, you could see that he went through, because he had kind of a tough childhood
He did,
too.
he did.
Grew up he lived in a van and stuff like that, and with his family of 5, and he was like a janitor, and and Jim Carrey, like he obtained greatness. Like that's what that was. And I was like, wow, I want to get to that point. So,
Yeah.
so I just was like, he's my hero. I want to do that. So
Right. So in a way, he inspired you to become an actor
he inspired me.
because you felt like he was
Yeah.
like he related to you in some
Yeah.
way.
And also my mom was in a bunch of plays when she was in high school and stuff like that. And she's also a painter and an artist. So, and a photographer, and she would like take photos. She was a photographer, so she would do like wedding portraits, but she would test photography on me, and like I'd do like cool poses, dress up in a suit. She'd give me like a wine bottle, and I'd just be like,
You're like drawing me like one of
Yeah.
those French girls.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, so that was really fun. She kind of like introduced me into like, I don't know, like, I guess
industry?
photography is kind of, no, not in the industry, but just like being photographed.
Okay.
Like as a kid, like
Yeah.
you get dressed up, and it's kind of like a performance in a way.
Yeah.
Because
You get all glammed up. And
Yeah.
you're like, wow, this is actually
yeah, exactly.
pretty
So
nice.
I think she kind of sparked that flame, and also I did like poetry in high school.
Ah.
I was really into poetry.
You like recitals?
Like writing poems.
Oh.
You know, stuff like that. And I would do like poetry readings and stuff.
Right, right.
And I had a really good teacher that really like encouraged me to do poetry and read in front of the class, and that was kind of my first thing of performing, was doing that, reading
Right.
poems. And
So-
I actually came out with a poetry book this year.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's called Space Cadet.
Oh,
A
you should
Guide
have
to
brought
the
it
Universe.
today.
I did. It's in my trunk in my
Okay,
car. Should
I'll
I go
definitely.
get
Yeah, we'll be right back. Just kidding.
it? Yeah.
Awesome. So you were always like this kind of like artsy and like you
Yeah.
know, really into like I don't know, posing from the camera and all that stuff. Like
Right,
artistic
yeah.
kid, right? Pretty much.
Very artistic, yeah.
Yeah.
The bullies had a blast with that.
Really?
I
Were
was
you bullied a lot?
I was bullied quite a bit, yeah. It was terrible.
Did you have braces? Usually
No.
people with braces are more prone
No,
to be bullied.
I think it was because I moved like a sloth, and I was really
Okay.
slow.
Were you already tall when you were younger?
Yeah, I was very tall and lanky and skinny, and I don't know. And also, my mom was a teacher at the school.
That
So-
doesn't. Oh, okay. That makes you seem uncool, actually.
Yeah, yeah. so
Like,
that
maybe you-
my parents didn't. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
so, but it's fine. It is what it is. Like, everyone
Yeah.
goes through that stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was just kind of I don't know, kind of informed. Sorry, did you know I can whistle?
You can. Yeah. No, I don't. I think now there
Can
should
you
be a
whistle?
bird. I can't. I really
Okay.
can't. I can't even roll my tongue. I just don't have
Oh.
the muscle in my tongue to do it. I've tried many times. I would love to.
You can't whistle.
I can't whistle. I just can't
Oh
whistle to
my
save my
God.
life. I know. That's a skill that I can't put on
Okay,
my
let's
resume.
try it.
Oh, God.
Let's try it. Let's
Okay,
try it. Okay.
okay,
So all
okay.
you do is go like that.
You don't. You haven't told me what should I do
Yeah.
with my tongue. What should I do with my tongue?
I don't know. I haven't really
Do
explained
you like
it to
do you like
anyone.
tilt it up or do you keep it down
You put it
in between?
like in the middle, kind of toward the
Oh,
front.
yeah?
Not too much, but and yeah,
okay,
that's
this
good.
is making me want to pee. All right.
Practice later.
Practice
then,
later, and
yeah.
then we'll meet back up and
Yeah,
check
we'll
back
have
with
a
me.
whistling,
So let's talk
stand-up.
about Jurassic World.
Sure.
How was that experience like?
It was incredible. We filmed it in Hawaii, in
Yeah.
beautiful Hawaii.
Yeah.
Very green there. A
Yeah.
lot of green, a lot of palm trees too, and pineapples, and tourists
Taurus, yes.
with binoculars.
Just like in the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
It was incredible. I auditioned for that. I actually, I've been a fan of the film since I was a kid,
Yeah.
and I was like, I heard that the movie, they're making a new one, and I was like, I have to be in this movie.
Yeah.
So I Facebooked the director,
Oh wow, you Facebook.
my acting reel.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I'd love to audition. Is there any way I can audition? And that was kind of the tipping point for me. That's when I really started booking things, and a lot of stuff happened. So
Did you have an agent at that time?
I did,
Uh-huh.
but the thing about acting is like you have to really hustle on your own.
Be aggressive,
Yeah,
right?
you do. Not too aggressive though. You don't want to scare
you,
people.
you don't want to show up at the
Yeah,
doorstep.
yeah. Like another time for a film or a producer I really want to work with was Judd Apatow,
Uh-huh.
and I had a cake made and
Yeah.
my headshot printed on the cake. And I went to his office.
That's not subtle at all. I
Yeah, and on
almost
the cake
did.
it said, "Eat this cake and then call me." And I gave it. Went to his office and gave it to them.
Oh,
and they were just
God.
kind of like, "What is this guy doing?"
That's very creative, I would say. That's the first thing, first
Yeah.
time I heard someone actually did something like that to get an audition. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was cool.
yeah,
He never called me, but then years later, I ended up working with him on The Big Sick.
Oh.
And I asked him if he ever got the cake, and he didn't know what I was talking about. So.
Oh, okay. Maybe he's
I think he ate it.
Yeah.
And ate it and just doesn't want to admit it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure too. How would you say that your personality in movies and TV shows are different from your real life Matty? Or
it's pretty similar.
Pretty similar. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty similar.
That's what I get too. I feel like a lot of your characters are really laid back, chill, tell it like how it is.
Exactly. Very
Right.
honest.
Very honest.
And very dumb.
I wouldn't say dumb.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No, yeah, just
You're
just
I'm
like
smart.
just being honest and just kind of laid back. Exactly what you just said. I'm just repeating it. So.
Okay, so but did you
Yeah.
always want to challenge different characters with different personalities? Did you ever?
I do eventually. I think I'll get there, but right now I'm just kind of riding the wave of what I've been doing because
Right.
it seems to be working really well.
Yeah.
And I think in the future, yeah, I'd like to do like a cool character. And a lot of people think I look like Nick Drake. He's a musician.
Right.
You'd have to look him up, but people say I look like him. He sings like folk and stuff. Like I look identical to him. So
Really?
maybe like a part like that, or I don't know.
Yes.
I'm open to anything.
Right. You have a very distinct look and features, right? So is there any
Yeah.
part that you haven't played that you want to play in the future? Like, this is a milestone in my acting career. Would you say there is a part like that?
A milestone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to like direct my own feature film and write it and star in it. That's what I want to do.
Oh, wow.
That's what I'm working on right now, actually.
What type of genre is this?
It'll be like a comedy drama.
Oh, okay. What you're used to, actually.
Yeah.
You love comedy dramas.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about a series of unfortunate events. Actually, it stars one of my favorite actors, Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh, NPH.
From How I Met Your Mother. Like, I absolutely adore him.
Doogie
So,
Howser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously, I just can't. Like, he is like my acting god, right? But so you acted as his henchman.
I did.
In the
Henchperson,
show,
yeah.
henchperson, right?
Henchperson,
whatever.
indeterminate gender.
Right.
And yeah.
Gender. So
And
how
his
was
real
that?
name is Orlando, actually.
Orlando.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
How was working with him? It was incredible. Like I think the first few days I worked with him, like every day he'd come up and give a big hug, and he's just really kind and gracious, and he's so focused too,
Yeah.
and he's very he's just so dialed in to Count Olaf. He has to be up at 4 a.m. and get 2 to 3 hours of makeup every day, which is a lot. I mean, up at that, I always see him drinking like energy drinks.
Oh, really?
Like to get through the day, just because like he has to learn so many lines, and
Yeah.
he's just like he's incredible in that way.
Yeah.
And he's just very generous and giving as an actor. And like one day he got everyone like really nice donuts, like
Aw.
fancy donuts for the whole
Yeah.
crew, and like slushies and stuff like that. So he's really kind in that way.
Oh, he's so
Yeah.
generous.
Yeah.
So he's pretty much like how he is on camera. Like he's
Yeah.
pretty much the same person. Is he controlling at all? Because for an actor who has such high
Controlling?
standards.
Yeah, I think any great artist has to really have a vision. He has a vision of what he wants, so that's really cool.
Right. So
Yeah.
how was it like for him to be your boss in the show?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, like you have to. How was the interaction between you guys?
When he was Count Olaf, like he was terrible. to me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, just like totally stuck up and ignorant, and just Count Olaf. So, just very, and my character's just very like doesn't have very many friends, so he's just like, well, I guess I'll be friends with this guy. Like, I don't know. And just my character always kind of like calls it as it is, and again, very truther. So
And very loyal too. I feel
Loyal,
like.
very
Yeah,
loyal.
Very loyal, yeah.
yeah,
But he doesn't want to hurt anybody though, right? Your character
My character?
Orlando.
No,
yeah,
no,
he never
no.
wants to hurt anybody.
No, no.
He's just following orders.
he just following orders, and
Right.
I like to think of it like he got fired from Jurassic World and he joined Count Olaf's troupe.
Oh my God.
That's how I like to
That's
see it.
awesome. Hold that
Yeah.
thought and let's take a
Okay.
short break. 好的，先让我们休息小段时间，广告之后继续来收看《对话好莱坞》。观众朋友们，大家好，欢迎继续收看《对话好莱坞》，我是主持人蓝天。So Matty, let's keep talking about a series of unfortunate events. I always like
It's
get a
tough.
it's a tongue twister, right?
It is, yeah, it
So the set and the costumes in the show is freaking crazy. So did you guys spend a lot of time putting that together?
Oh yeah, I sewed everything. Everything was handmade by me and the troupe.
Sure.
Yeah, the acting troupe. And no, they're great. They're really incredible wardrobe for sure. Yeah.
Right.
Any like particular outfit that you? Oh, what I really loved was I got to play Nurse Lucafont
Yeah.
in the show and full-on nurse, and I really loved it because they gave me this pin that said "Totally a Nurse," and I ended up like improving that line in the show at one point. So that was cool. I loved being a nurse. It was so funny.
Do you love being an undetermined sex figure?
Do I love it? Yeah, sure, of course.
Do
Yeah.
you like playing the males more or females more?
Whatever. I'm up for anything.
You're game for anything.
Yeah, I love all genders.
So tell us about your character in The Big Sick
Sure.
and what's so different about this film.
I play a fast food driver named Stu,
Right.
and yeah, it was a blast. We filmed it in New York City at like 3 in the morning, and we improv quite a bit. But there was also written parts. It was really fun. I didn't get to hand out like real customers, food to customers, which I was bummed about. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, it was a blast. Kumail Nanjiani is awesome, and him and his wife wrote the script together.
Oh, wow.
And it's about their relationship and how
It's actually a true story.
it's a true story. Yeah,
Right.
exactly, about them and her going through this strange sickness that just kind of came up, and just dealing with that. And there's a lot of humor in it, and it's a really great movie. Everyone should see it. It's really good. Ray Romano's really good. Holly Hunter play Emily's parents on the show. So it's awesome.
What was your favorite joke from the movie?
My favorite joke.
I mean, I told you about mine, right?
I like
the 911
mine.
one. Okay.
Yeah, that's I like
one
that
of
the
my
9/11
favorites.
one is good, and I really like when he comes screaming over to me and throws the trash barrel at me. Today's my first day. I love that. Was really good. I love that.
So what draws you to like all these like comedic roles? Like, because being a comedian is really hard, right? Like you have to actually say certain words and throw the puns at the right point, right time. So
Yeah.
what makes you, what do you think is the hardest part about being a comedian?
That stuff to me is easy. Like,
Okay.
Stuff like that
It comes natural to you,
comes
right?
naturally, yeah. I think the hard part is like the hours. Like we just work so many hours. We work like 14 hours a day. So
Right.
like getting a good night's sleep after working that many hours, that's the hard part, I think.
Right.
I think people don't realize how much work goes into it. Like a lot of like big, like Tom Cruise or, Denzel Washington or Leonardo DiCaprio, like Jim Carrey, like they all make it look so easy. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
so I think that's the hard part is like being able to be funny without getting a lot of sleep or,
Right.
learning your lines and stuff like that. It's challenging, and actors make it look easy, but, actors also have lives, I guess
Right.
like balancing your life and doing acting is the hard part.
Right.
Yeah.
So on average, how many hours of sleep do you get a night?
When
you're
I'm
working on a
working,
movie? Yeah.
like 6.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I really need 8. Like, I can't function if I get.
I know you need your beauty sleep, right?
I need my beauty sleep.
Seriously, actors
yeah.
are expected to be perfect and beautiful and flawless, but then they only get like 3, 4, or 5
Yeah,
hours of
exactly.
sleep. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you end up sleeping 2 hours a night, like
You'll end up
you
like
know,
Einstein.
yeah, you'll just
With
be
your
like
hair falling off.
slurring your lines. And,
Yeah.
You know, like regular people, regular jobs, they don't understand. Like, if you don't get a full night's sleep, like they get to like be fine.
Yeah.
Like regular people,
Yeah.
like they can they can look terrible and they don't have to, be on camera.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So you spoke that you actually love improving, right? In a lot of movies that you do
Right.
improv, like in a series of unfortunate events. I'm gonna get it right. No, I
You're
wanted to
gonna get
insert
it.
that. I'm like, I'm gonna get it right. And also in The Big Sick, right? You love improving. So
I love it. Yeah, it's great.
it's so hard to some people and to some actors. What do you
Well,
love
it's
about it?
basically I love saying whatever's in your head in the
Right.
moment.
Right.
Like it's just great. And saying things that are kind of bizarre and
Right.
just like that's really funny and weird and great,
Just the first thing that pops in your
Yeah,
head,
first
right?
thing that pops in your head, and I love that. And I
Yeah.
love making people laugh. It's the best. So,
Aw, that's very
Yeah.
giving and caring of you.
yeah.
So finally, if we come to the final round, we want to know about Keith in the Stranger Things. We
Oh
love
my God,
Stranger
Keith
Things.
is the best. Yeah.
How did you? Okay, first of all, how did you get this role?
Okay, so I watched the show like everyone in one sitting.
Yeah,
Like,
really, the first season, right? Because
Yeah.
you were in the first one. Uh huh.
yeah, I watched the first season, like all 8 episodes in one sitting.
That's like 8 hours.
know.
That's like a whole workday.
A lot of people do that.
Oh my
I'm
God.
Some people do.
I can't process it because it's so intense and there's so much information. I can't watch more than like 2 episodes in one or 3 episodes in a setting.
I was just like glued
I was
to
like,
the
oh my
TV.
God,
yeah.
yeah.
I was just blown away, and I watched all of it, and then I was like, oh my God, I have to be in the show. It's like brilliant. Like,
So you Facebooked the director again?
no, I did not. I sent him a letter
Okay.
in the mail. No, I'm
Okay.
kidding.
Which
No.
one's the real one? Come on.
No, okay. The real one was I reached out to my agent and was like, hey, I got to be on the show.
Uh-huh.
And then I got an audition, ended up getting an audition, which is pretty rare.
That's
because
so easy.
it's, yeah, it seems, yeah, but it's not, because it's very rare to be like, say you want to be on a show that's your favorite show.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Game
I
of
want to be on that
Thrones.
show. Yeah.
Yeah, can I
wanna
be
on that
like,
show.
can I
and
call
there just
up?
happened to be a role that was perfect for you. Like, you know what I
Okay.
mean?
But if you hadn't, told your agent to call to ask for
Right,
that
yeah.
role, like they wouldn't even have found you,
Maybe
right?
not, yeah. And then I put it on tape, and in the script there was no food eating, and I
Yeah.
ate like fruit snacks
Yeah.
while
and
I was
Cheetos.
reading. And
Oh,
they
okay.
actually wrote that in the script that I
Okay.
was eating Cheetos. So
Okay.
that was cool. I like that
Okay.
they did that.
That's
The
awesome.
Duffer Brothers, they're brilliant. I love those guys. They're
Yeah.
cool.
How
And
was
they're
it working
twins,
with
too.
them?
It's great. They're awesome. They're
Yeah.
really cool. Ross and Matt, just brilliant guys. They know what they want. They're like young Spielbergs to me. Like they're so brilliant, and they really know like their history of films, and
Yeah.
that's why the show is so good because they
Successful.
just know films and they love films. So that's why it makes it so great.
Right. So
Yeah.
in the show, Keith actually has like semi-bad acne, severe acne.
Right,
But your
very
skin
bad
is
acne.
perfect. Did that
I know.
actually
I'm
draw
very
that on?
perfect. Yeah, yeah. I have perfect skin.
Glowing.
Well, I just use water for my skin.
Water. Okay.
Yeah.
Today we learned many things from
Water
you.
and
How do you
aloe.
grow taller and
Yeah.
how to have perfect skin, right?
Exactly.
So what was your
Water.
favorite, most famous quote from Keith?
Keith, keep it PG.
Keep it PG. That's
Keep
my
it
favorite
PG
too.
and
And the wink.
Yeah, the wink in the prepubescent wastoids line.
Ooh.
Prepubescent wastoids. There we go.
Wow.
Yeah,
Say
that
that
was
really
my
quick.
favorite line.
Say that really quick.
You say it.
No.
You say it.
I got the
Try it.
unfortunate events right, so this is yours.
You try. It'll be funny. Prepubescent wastoid. Try it.
Prepubescent wasted.
You got it.
Yeah, that's
Awesome.
Matty Cardarople, everyone.
Got it.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much,
Thanks for
Matty,
having
coming
me.
onto my show.
That was
I
fun.
had so much fun.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep everything. We're not gonna cut anything out.
Oh,
All
good.
those crazy little moments that
Yeah.
we had, you know, the chapstick and you coming to my shot, ruining my intro, but we love it. This is
Great.
Matty.
Thank
So,
you.
非
Thank you
常
so
感
much.
谢各位，以上就是我们今天对话好莱坞的全部内容了。感谢大家的收看，我们下一期同一时间再见了，拜拜。
Bye. Peace and love.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. I'm rocking my pants, putting suckers in fear. Making the team
Unarmed.
down like a monsoon. Listen to the
Whoa.
bass go boom.
Easy.
CEO of Skittles definitely getting fired over this one.
Whoa. What's that?
Are you Matt?
Yeah, I'm Matt.
It's the sea air. Keeps you young, huh?
That's what happens with wealthy kids. Money is really a corrupting influence.
I do still feel like I'm on a journey, though, of self-discovery.
Ow.
Ever compare me to the rest that are all get sliced and diced? Competition's paying the price. I'm gonna knock you out.
2. Get that body in the van and back to the ME for some TLC before it's DOA.
You said no one could leave the house.
No one except you.